Once upon a time, in a small village in England, there lived a young woman named Elizabeth Bennet. She was intelligent, witty, and had a strong sense of independence. However, she also had a tendency to be prejudiced and quick to judge others. Elizabeth's story is told in the classic novel Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Throughout the book, Elizabeth learns several valuable lessons about life and love, which we can all learn from. The first lesson that Elizabeth learns is that first impressions can be misleading. At the beginning of the book, Elizabeth meets Mr. Darcy and immediately dislikes him, thinking him to be arrogant and unpleasant. However, as she gets to know him better, she realizes that her first impression was wrong and that he is actually kind. In the novel Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Elizabeth learns that her prejudice towards Mr. Darcy was unfounded. She discovers that he is not the arrogant, snobbish man. However, as she gets to know him better, she realizes that her first impression was wrong and that he is actually kind and honorable man. She realizes that he is someone who genuinely cares for her and her family, and she comes to value his friendship and love. The second lesson that Elizabeth learns is the importance of admitting when she is wrong. Elizabeth's pride often gets in the way of her ability to see the truth, but she learns that it is better to admit when she is wrong and apologize than to continue to hold on to false beliefs. The third lesson that Elizabeth learns is the importance of forgiveness. Elizabeth holds on to her anger towards Mr. Darcy for a long time, but eventually, she learns to forgive him for his past mistakes. By forgiving him, she is able to let go of her anger and move on with her life. The fourth and final lesson that Elizabeth learns is the importance of staying true to oneself. Throughout the book, Elizabeth is pressured by her family and society to marry for money and status. Elizabeth's mother is fixated on marrying her daughters off to wealthy men, regardless of their character or personality. But Elizabeth sees through this shallow approach and values people based on their true worth, not just their wealth or status. But she ultimately chooses to marry for love, even if it means going against societal expectations. Another lesson that can be learned from Pride and Prejudice is the importance of communication. Many misunderstandings in the novel arise from a lack of communication between characters. For example, Mr. Darcy's pride causes him to act in a way that Elizabeth finds offensive, but he fails to communicate his true feelings to her. Similarly, Elizabeth's pride causes her to make assumptions about Mr. Darcy that are not accurate. In the end, it is only through honest and open communication that they are able to resolve their differences and find happiness together. Finally, Pride and Prejudice teaches us the importance of personal growth and self-awareness. Both Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy undergo significant personal growth throughout the novel. They both learn to let go of their pride and prejudices, and they become better people as a result. This growth allows them to recognize their own faults and to work towards becoming better individuals. In the end, Elizabeth's journey teaches us that it is important to keep an open mind, admit when we are wrong, forgive others, and stay true to ourselves. These lessons are as relevant today as they were when Pride and Prejudice was first published, and we can all benefit from applying them to our own lives.